Pay attention, you bastards.
That's what I'm talking about, Uncle Charleston. That's what I'm talking about, Uncle Charleston. Pop it. Pop it. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who have not seen this, Uncle Charleston popped out talking about some, look, man, y'all broke. I'm up 6 figures in the bank account. 330. You know what I'm saying? 330,000 in the bank account. Shout out Uncle Charleston, man. See, a lot of people get on Charleston White because he's super controversial. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the big figures are Andrew Tate, Wes Watson, Kanye, Trump. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the biggest figures are controversial. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Charleston, and he one of the most controversial people right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said all the time, I get on here and I give y'all internet me. This ain't real. You know what I'm saying? I get on here and do this purposely. You know what I'm saying? To get y'all riled up so I can hit y'all with my real message. See, a lot of people look at Charleston White and they be like, man, I don't like Charleston White because he be saying this and saying that and saying this. You know what I'm saying? And listen, everybody got their different approach to stuff. I don't approach my stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna say a lot of the stuff that he gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But that's him. You know what I'm saying? So he'll pop out and he'll say the most outlandish, crazy things that make you be like, what? You know what I'm saying? But that's just his style. That's what he be on. You know what I'm saying? But I need y'all to understand, when he posting his bank account, I promise you that ain't nowhere close to the amount of money Charleston White getting. I promise you. I've talked to Charleston White personally. That is not even close to the amount of money he getting. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what he doing. He understand how to monetize. He understand how to make money. He understand how to push his brand. He understand how to get the eyes, then sell a product or sell a service. He understands that. You know what I'm saying? And he's been doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying? So, man, one time for Charleston White, man. One time for Charleston White. At the end of the day, y'all gotta understand, when y'all watching us on this, you know, on these phones, on this laptop, TV, wherever you watching, you gotta understand. Some people, we have real conversations. Like me, I get on here, I have real conversations, right? You know what I'm saying? I just give my opinion on different things. But some people, they get on this internet and they characters. You know what I'm saying? That's not really them. They're doing certain things to get the attention they need to promote said product. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't get that. You know what I'm saying? So when I see certain things, and I see Charleston White, he say certain things, say crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Nipsey Hussle, talk about Boosie, talk about whoever. I know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But some people is like, they think that the man is just crazy. He's not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, is that how he really feel about a lot of stuff? Yes. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. But he purposely puts extra on it so that he can get the viewers. You know what I'm saying? And then again, once he gets the viewers, this is really what the real message is. You know what I'm saying? Now, that can be a good and a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. When it comes to your bank account, when it comes to you running up a certain amount of views, or you know what I'm saying, being able to get certain notoriety, when it comes to that, it's amazing. When it comes to people seeing you in person and they really feel like you're the same guy on the internet, it's issues, which is why I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't feel the need to you know what I'm saying, create issues for myself. You know what I'm saying? Getting on the internet, man, Nipsey Hussle, nigga, he wasn't no real, like, that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I see why people do it. I see why Uncle Charleston do it. You know what I'm saying? I see why he doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's worked. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do it. You look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. I just made a video about Tekashi. Y'all not understanding. Tekashi, he knows what he's doing with that. He's been doing it for years. But again, just like in the video with Tekashi, sometimes it backfires. When you get on the internet and you saying, hey, come get me, I'm over here, y'all can't find me, this and that, and you know, I'm like this and this and that. a lot of people are gonna try you. A lot of people are gonna say to themselves, okay, you like that? You like that? For sure. We gonna see. We gonna see. And they're gonna go and test that. Because you got people that really want to see and really feel like, oh, if I can call this bluff, then I'm gonna be the guy. That's my claim to fame. His claim to fame might be, okay, he gets on his internet, he says this, says that, says this, says that, he puts music out. That's his claim to fame. My claim to fame is essentially taking down, you know what I'm saying, the bad guy. That's how people look at it. And that's why I say it's a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? Like 6ix9ine plays it, Charleston White plays it, Andrew Tate plays it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a dangerous game to play. But again, it's the give and the take. Would you do that for the fame? Me personally, I'm not. I'm cool. I'm cool. I like the way my life is going. I don't really feel the need to be, you know what I'm saying? It come with a lot of extra problems. You gotta have a whole bunch of security, all type of stuff. It come with a lot. You know what I'm saying? But let me know in the chat. Would you do it for the claim of fame? Would you get on here and say certain things that you may not even mean, you may not even believe, but you know that it's going to get the traction? And again, how you look at it is, this is a character I'm playing. Would you do that if you knew, if you can get 5 million views on your video tomorrow? If you can get 5 million views on your video tomorrow, which let's say that translates to $30,000, right? And you can get that tomorrow. Would you do it? Would you get on there and go heavy and say certain stuff that you know you don't mean, you know it's gonna ruffle feathers, you know it's gonna be that thing that, you know what I'm saying, that drives people to be like, man, I'm gonna go find him, I'm gonna go, and it, you know, it may tarnish your name, but you're playing a character. Would you do it? $30,000, 5 million views. You get the money tomorrow. If you posted it today, would you do it? Let me know in the chat. And that's what I'm saying, is that when I tell y'all, like, a lot of these content creators, you know what I'm saying, like, people think content creators don't make money, especially the big ones. Like, I'm a new content creator, right? Newer, right? I've been doing this for all of a year. You know what I'm saying? The money that I'm seeing now that I'm monetized is nowhere close to the money that a Charleston White or Andrew Tate or a 6ix9ine is seeing, it just off of YouTube alone. You know what I'm saying? Just off of ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? So it's nowhere close. You talking about dudes that's making millions. You know what I'm saying? You talking about dudes on the low end, and that's why I say that screenshot that Charleston White put out, y'all gotta understand that's nothing compared to what he's really making. And I've talked to him personally, and this was years ago. And I was like, bro, how much would you charge to do a podcast? Because I want to see if I can get him to sit down for a podcast. And he was just like, this had to be like probably like 2 years ago. And he was like, I can do about $13,000 to sit down for an hour. And I was just like, I wasn't shocked, because Charleston White, he was more popping then. Well, I'm not saying he's more popping now, but then he was popping. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 years ago. You get what I'm saying? And this is for 1 hour to sit down. And again, that's just what he's making off of a sit down. We're not talking about off of him selling products. We're not talking about off of him selling his any services. If he's doing stand up, if he's going from club to club or whatever it may be, we're not talking about that. We're just talking about, you know what I'm saying, what he charges to sit down with you on your podcast 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, when you think about, you know what I mean, like what he posted, it ain't nothing compared to what he's making. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, he's controversial, but at the same time, he's a guy that's going to get out there and bring the numbers in, which is why you see him on so many different people's podcasts, because people understand, yo, he going to say some crazy stuff, but we going to get the views. And if we can get the views and we can translate those views into money, we going to win. We're going to win, because we're going to be able to sell more products. We're going to be able to sell more services. Our ad revenue going to be higher. You know what I'm saying? it's gonna blow our pot. It's gonna put more eyes on what it is we doing. You know what I'm saying? So people know what they doing, and Charleston White knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So one time for Uncle Charleston, man. One time for Uncle Charleston. You know what I'm saying? I just think that some of the stuff he gotta just chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When you start talking about, you know, people being essayed and stuff like that, and you essay this person, we get it, it's content, but it's one of them things where it's like, I can't get with that, big dog. I can't. I feel what you're doing, but I can't. It's like that's why some of the stuff I can't. I'll just be like, you know what I mean? I try to look at just the character, but I'll be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. That's him, man. But shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? And shout out creators. Shout out all creators across the internet, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all across the platforms, man. Shout out y'all for being able to give your opinions and have free speech and being able to talk and just, you know, express yourselves. You know what I'm saying? That it's very motivating to see that. So when I see this, you know, with what Charleston White is making, being able to support his family, you know what I'm saying? Though I don't agree with everything he says, though I don't agree with, you know, some of his tactics, I do sit back and be like, dang, that's dope. To be able just to give your opinion on different platforms and you make that amount of money. It's why y'all say, oh, Kim Kardashian doesn't have any talent, right? It's not about talent all the time. And that's what a lot of people do not get. It's not always about talent. Sometimes it's about, the majority of the time, it's about influence. It's about influence. Can you influence people? You know what I'm saying? And people will say, oh, well, they don't have no influence. Listen, if I'm popular, and let's say I like to drink this certain drink. I like to drink fruit punch. I like to drink Red Bull. I like to drink, you know what I'm saying, like this certain coffee. The fact that I have a community of people that watch me and they see that I like to drink this coffee and they like me that much, they will buy the coffee. You know what I'm saying? So that's the influence. The influence is the fact that you can build a community of people that love you. And with love comes hate. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that love Kim Kardashian, but you got people that hate Kim Kardashian. Same way with Charleston White, Andrew Tate. Same way with everybody. 6ix9ine, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it is, can you build a community that rocks with you, that loves you, that loves to hear your opinion on things, hear you talk, that get real value from the things that you say and the conversations you have. You know what I'm saying? That's what this whole thing is about. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, shout out Charleston White, shout out 6ix9ine, shout out Andrew Tate, shout out all the creators that get on here and really give their opinion. Obviously Kim Kardashian, that get on platforms and give their opinions, and you know, you can see their life and you can learn, you can experience different things and take a glimpse into other people's worlds. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? So salute to Charleston White, man. Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. As always, man, I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.